So we are continuing Hooked on You by popular demand. Hey, Penguin. But I will go ahead and start us off on T because I know you want to see the ending to this game.
Are we going to get to the ending in this run? I don't know.
Maybe not.
How long is this game?
I don't know, but we'll find out. We got 2-hour streams, so it's at least a couple hour game. But worst case scenario, you'll get to play it a bit more. And we get to kill our voices in the process.
Die!
Shall we begin?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I almost knocked my green screen down.
Uh-oh.
Scowie.
Uh-oh.
Ow.
Ow. We can't have anything nice. Alright. Once everyone is gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not here to blame anyone in particular.
Oh shit, I don't even remember what voice I put for her. Here, I'll make up another one. But someone and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, you hasn't been sticking to the schedule.
That means we're behind on time for evening activities.
And we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story.
Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience.
You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who?
Like how Penguin's like, we'll have to do a clip to compare how much the voices change.
For real though, like, I swear, between streams and even between the same stream, the voices have changed so much. We just can't decide.
Who needs consistency?
Yeah, chaos. Oh, great! We have to decide as a group. That never goes well.
Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out? Been there before. Even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie?
The chat should guess where our inspiration is coming from.
Good luck.
Yeah. Seriously.
I'm a terrible voice actor.
Has anything ever happened on schedule even once?
Damn it, Donald. If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and Muss are back on! You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice.
We all know you love to kill. Wait, oh god, I think I fucked up her voice. Okay.
We don't need consistency.
It's almost all you talk about. Nobody names any. Wait, nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us.
I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody.
Nobody. Oh shit.
But we still gotta get started on story time, so.
They committed. Chat, who do you think should go? Aw, damn it, that's a name.
Please pick somebody quickly so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. I mean, we're going for spirit on this run, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you get to read a whole story.
Oh, fuck.
I choose you, Spirit.
Pika!
Whoa. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya?
Really? You want to hear a story from me?
Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets on her feet in front of the campfire.
Don't tell her to talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. Ha. Because she's a spirit.
I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with some of the scariest stuff. Seriously disturbing. Even to me. And I literally pulled a guy's skull out of and spine out once with my bare hands.
Man, I feel like you need to, like, commit to a Texas accent. Since you're a native Texan.
I have a Texas accent. My accent is naturally Texan.
Maybe I've lived in Texas for so long, I just don't hear an accent anymore. It's just...
Talk about bullshit stories.
If everyone else is going to chit-chat, I guess I can just sit down and...
Huntress's eyes go red behind her mask, and both Trapper and Wraith take their seat. They know when it's worth fighting and when it's not.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late. Too late now, though. I was selected, and so I'm going to tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss.
Don't drop the soap.
or do drop the soap.
Or do drop the soap.
It's like, well, can I choose where you put the kiss?
You notice that Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn.
It was a dark summer night. Hey, DJ. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Oh, he's dropped the super chat. Detective Hota, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to a scene of a strange occurrence unlike anything she had ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing everything they could to keep the curious onlookers away. But how could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there, in the middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box, strange, alien in its appearance, and massive in size. Giggity.
Bow chicka bow wow.
No one knew how it got there. Was it delivered, built on site? In such a busy area, how could something like this just appear? A mystery. It was just as if conjured by magic. But this was no illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside.
Spirit pauses her story to look from face to face of each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She is in her element.
Help me! Cried someone inside the box. Oh, it was Min. Help me! Terrified, trapped in prison, his voice was trembling. By now, it was if every detective in the city was there, looking the strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners, it seems. Or seems. It was completely solid, and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. I don't know what happened. I woke up and here I was. I was so scared. Please help me.
Please help me.
Please help me. Cried the man, pleading for his life. Hi, Jess.
Came in at just the right time.
No stranger to tense situations. Detective Hoda, converted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for the other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, only anxiety, as the night dragged on with no progress opening the box. Yep. As the night grew longer, the seeping rain puddling on the ground, the man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic and in need of help. But Detective Hada was no help at all. Powerless to save him, guilt began to weigh on her like it had never had before. Don't let me die in here! The fan banged.
Don't let me die! Don't let me in here!
Don't let me die alone! Wait. What voice? Stay calm, I don't know. Stay calm. God damn it! I need a dictionary of voices. Stay calm. Instructed Detective.
3 voices.
You're not alone in here. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all in this together, and we won't let this be the end of your story.
Does Detective Hada actually want to let him out? Because she doesn't sound like she does.
Get to the chopper! Yeah, I feel like having her be like, just not give a fuck. She's sick of her job.
It's like, fuck it, you can go ahead and die in the box.
Yeah. Looking through the narrowest of passageways, Detective Hada watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of the strange, sad prisoner. Together, they both wept in silence at the hopelessness of the moment and boredom. Promise? asked the man. Promise that I'm not alone? Yes. I do.
Thanks, Detective Hada.
A simple pledge, she felt an instant connection like she had never felt before. I totally believe this love story. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any other hostage she had worked so hard to free before. And so, when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Hada. She knew he would return, and he did, pressing his lips up to the narrow slit in the horrible puzzle box, repeating his questions again. Steam flowing from his mouth, he asked, "You prove it? Tell us how you got along." Why did you guys vote on this game? You know we can't. You know we can't take this shit seriously. Oh, I'm crying. Yes. She promised. I do. I'm crying. And pressing her palms against the cold outside the box without the knowing. Yeah, this game is gonna kill us. Knowing why, Detective Hada leaned forward and placed her own lips up against the opening, letting her breath creep into his strange trajectory, allowing her warm lips to fall on this man's. It was a gentle kiss. A moment of passion. She could feel his brief contact, the beating of his heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat, in the soft touch. What exactly was in your tea today? Nothing. Nothing. I swear. Caffeine.
Caffeine. Caffeine.
Thank you, said the man. No trace of fear remaining in his voice, and he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. Get back! Yeah, yeah, that officer. suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hata and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled in the cacophony of whirring gears and clicking latches symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered, as if an unseen lever pulled, and the side of a giant box began to slide open. Detective Hata gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward in the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in the puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side.
I really want, like, a Cenobite to fucking come out of the box and be like, "The box! You opened it! We came!"
Giggity. And that's when her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him. Uh-oh. There, in the corner of the box, was a pile of pieces. Like parts of dolls almost pulled apart, or... Oh, she's crying. Perhaps that's just how Detective Hata had to think of him in that moment to survive. Oh. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile.
Delicious.
And atop that pile a head, cold pale, eyes open, lips an icy blue.
Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue. Tears fall from her chin and soak into the sand at her feet. Blown away by the story, and it's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking into the fire or up at the sky, anywhere but Spirit. It was you who chose her, you who initiated this harrowing tale. So sad, so creepy, so sensual? She really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail, and now no one knows how to act. Dwight and Claudette are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. This game was supposed to be a lighthearted romp. Please, I said do something. Say nothing and hug her. Cool story. Stand up and try and start one of those slow claps.
Oh, man. I feel like she's...
Cool story.
Yeah, like cool story and then the last one. Like, I feel like...
the slow clap.
Yeah, because I feel like it's her trying to just be dramatic. Like, she doesn't need a hug. She's a drama
She don't need no stinking hug.
She's fine.
She's a strong, independent woman who don't need no hug.
Yeah.
I guess we'll do a slow clap. You stand up and clap once. Then after a beat, slowly building up a dramatic group clap. Wraith stands next to you and claps. No one else does. Spirit floats off as the clapping slows to a halt, which happens almost immediately because it was slow to begin with. Usually they're much more disturbing. More disturbing than that? No. You don't regret picking Spirit to tell the story for the night, but you have to admit to yourself that even on the strangest day of your life so far, that you can remember at least, you still weren't prepared for that. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey, baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these groupies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this... They don't want you to know, apparently. I am the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Spirit approaches you.
You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. This fog that follows me around, I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in. Giggity. She's into that.
You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit, you learn something new every day, even when you're a god. I mean, a narrator.
You're doing it again, right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me.
Dipping in hot tubs with the spirit? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. Offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. You and your storyteller friends slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure a killer companion could handle it. Well, you don't hear about those sharks that want to get into the hot tubs because they're jealous of you?
I just want to be totally clear. Even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, not any otherically.
I believe you completely. Sure, you were cut into pieces in your life, and so was the person in the story.
A perfectly normal coincidence.
Sure, you're on this island, trapped, one might say, in a most puzzling place.
Also, a completely regular coincidence.
And sure, his lips were blue, your lips were blue.
Really? You'd call this blue?
Searching for answers, hoping to find...
Revenge!
Okay, so the similarities stop there, I guess. I never considered shark when looking for reviews for a hot tub. Sorry, the coincidences.
Get this through your head, whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins, or well, maybe it was coagulated by now. No need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of noble warriors. Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded my entrance into this world. Do you know how many swords that is? Swords. A lot. You've got to figure that out. With many sharp edges, person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. The truth is, and I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbing about it. I dreamt that story like watching a movie in my sleep when I was just a little girl. Years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. I've never been able to shake it.
That's a very adult story for a child to dream.
For real. Do you believe me?
Yes, no, who cares? I mean, we want her to like us, so I guess we believe her story.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's yes.
I know we just met, but yes, I do believe you. The way you told that story, it clearly came from someplace deep.
Fool! Who taught you to trust a stranger? You're gonna get hurt if you don't learn to take better care of yourself. Oh my god.
Damn it. Now you've got me wondering, do I believe you or do I believe you if you believe her or not? And if I know everything, because trust me, I do know everything, don't I already know the answer to my own question about if I believe your answer to Spirit's questions? Well, Ocean Air got me tripping.